Section 3 of Venus in Furs. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by J.C. Guan. Venus in Furs by Leopold von Sacher-Masoch. Translated by Fernanda Savage. Section 3. It is strange how every relation in life assumes a different face as soon as a new person enters. We spent marvelous days together. We visited the mountains and lakes, we read together, and I completed Wanda's portrait. And how we loved one another! How beautiful her smiling face was! Then a friend of hers arrived, a divorced woman, somewhat older, more experienced, and less scrupulous than Wanda. Her influence is already making itself felt in every direction. Wanda wrinkles her brows, and displays a certain impatience with me. Has she ceased loving me? For almost a fortnight this unbearable restraint has lain upon us. Her friend lives with her, and we are never alone. A circle of men surrounds the young woman. With my seriousness and melancholy I am playing an absurd role as a lover. Wanda treats me like a stranger. Today, while out walking, she stayed behind with me. I saw that this was done intentionally, and I rejoiced. But what did she tell me? My friend doesn't understand how I can love you. She doesn't think you either handsome or particularly attractive otherwise. She is telling me, from morning till night, about the glamour of the frivolous life in the capital, hinting at the advantages to which I could lay claim, the large parties which I would find there, and the distinguished and handsome admirers which I would attract. But what use is all this, since it happens that I love you? For a moment I lost my breath. Then I said, I have no wish to stand in the way of your happiness, Wanda. Do not consider me. Then I raised my hat and let her go ahead. She looked at me surprised, but did not answer a syllable. When by chance I happened to be close to her on the way back, she secretly pressed my hand. Her glance was so radiant, so full of promised happiness, that in a moment all the torments of these days were forgotten and all the wounds healed. I now am aware again of how much I love her. My friend has complained about you, said Wanda today. Perhaps she feels that I despise her. But why do you despise her, you foolish young man? Exclaimed Wanda, pulling my ears with both hands. Because she is a hypocrite, I said. I respect only a woman who is actually virtuous, or who openly lives for pleasure's sake. Like me, for instance, replied Wanda jestingly. But you see, child, a woman can only do that in the rarest cases. She can neither be as gaily sensual nor as spiritually free as a man. Her state is always a mixture of the sensual and spiritual. Her heart desires to enchain a man permanently, while she herself is ever subject to the desire for change. The result is a conflict, and thus, usually against her wishes, lies and deception enter into her actions and personality, and corrupt her character. Certainly that's true, I said. The transcendental character with which woman wants to stamp love leads her to deception. But the world likewise demands it, Wanda interrupted. Look at this woman. She has a husband and a lover in Lemberg, and has found a new admirer here. She deceives all three, and yet is honored by all and respected by the world. I don't care, I exclaimed, but she is to leave you alone. She treats you like an article of commerce. Why not? The beautiful woman interrupted vivaciously. Every woman has the instinct or desire to draw advantage out of her attractions, and much is to be said for giving oneself without love or pleasure, because if you do it in cold blood, you can reap profit to best advantage. Wanda, what are you saying? Why not? She said, and take note of what I am about to say to you. Never feel secure with the woman you love. for there are more dangers in woman's nature than you imagine. Women are neither as good as their admirers and defenders maintain, nor as bad as their enemies make them out to be. Women's character is characterlessness. The best woman will momentarily go down into the mire, and the worst unexpectedly rise to the deeds of greatness and goodness, and puts to shame those that despise her. No woman is so good or so bad, but that at any moment she is capable of the most diabolical as well as of the most divine, of the filthiest as well as of the purest, thoughts, emotions, and actions. In spite of all the advances of civilization, woman has remained as she came out of the land of nature. She has the nature of a savage, who is faithful or faithless, magnanimous or cruel, according to the impulse that dominates at the moment. Throughout history it has always been a serious, deep culture which has produced moral character. Man, even when he is selfish or evil, always follows principles. Woman never follows anything but impulses. Don't ever forget that, and never feel secure with the woman you love. Her friend has left. At last an evening alone with her again. It seems as if Wanda has saved up all the love which had been kept from her for this superlative evening. Never had she been so kind, so near, so full of tenderness. What happiness to cling to her lips and to die away in her arms, in a state of relaxation and wholly mine. Her head rests against my breast, and with drunken rapture our eyes seek each other. I cannot yet believe, comprehend, that this woman is mine, wholly mine. She is right on one point, Wanda began, without moving, without opening her eyes, as if she were asleep. Who? She remained silent. Your friend? She nodded. Yes, she's right. You're not a man. You are a dreamer, a charming cavalier, and you certainly would be a priceless slave. But I cannot imagine you as a husband. I was frightened. What is the matter? You are trembling? I tremble at the thought of how easily I might lose you, I replied. Are you made less happy now because of this? She replied. Does it rob you of any of your joys that I have belonged to another before I did to you, that others after you will possess me? And would you enjoy less if another were made happy simultaneously with you? Wanda! You see, she continued, that would be a way out. You won't ever lose me then. I care deeply for you, and intellectually we are harmonious, and I should like to live with you always, if, in addition to you, I might have— What an idea! I cried. You fill me with a sort of horror. Do you love me any less? On the contrary. Wanda raised herself on her left arm. I believe, she said, that to hold a man permanently, it is vitally important not to be faithful to him. What honest woman has ever been as devotedly loved as a hetera? There is a painful stimulus in the unfaithfulness of a beloved woman. It is the highest kind of ecstasy. For you too? Wanda asked quickly. For me too. And if I should give you that pleasure, Wanda exclaimed mockingly, I shall suffer terrible agonies, but I shall adore you the more. I replied, but you would never deceive me. You would have the demonic greatness of saying to me, I shall love no one but you, but I shall make happy whoever pleases me. Wanda shook her head. I don't like deception. I'm honest, but what man exists who can support the burden of truth? Were I say to you, this serene, central life, this paganism is my ideal, would you be strong enough to bear it? Certainly. I should endure anything so as not to lose you. I feel how little I really mean to you.